What's up guys, it's Ash Bash Cherie. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to be talking about feeling stuck and getting unstuck today. But first, tea. So I recently had a conversation with someone and it was about feeling stuck. And talking to her about that made me think like, hey, I should upload this. We should talk about this because I'm not the only one who went through a quarter life crisis. I'm not the only one who felt stuck after undergrad, and I'm not the only one who is in their 20s or at any point in life feeling stuck. That's a real thing. That's an authentic thing that is happening, I think, more than we realize. So just to jump in, after having that conversation with her, I started reminiscing. I'm like, okay, what did I do to get unstuck? What did I do? So first I'm gonna go through a little bit of a brief little backstory to talk about how we get unstuck, or how I was stuck and got unstuck. But after undergrad, I was probably the most stuck I had ever been. Like, that is how I felt. I was working a job I didn't like. I was not getting nearly enough hours. I had graduated. I felt like I should be in a full-time job, but unfortunately, because my bachelor's degree is in studio art, very general major. It was like, had the vision to go to college but didn't know what to do afterward, and that, it's helped me out now, I'm not gonna lie. But then I was like, what am I supposed to, like, what do I do now? So I was walking through life and just not really sure what to do. So I spent a lot of time up at my church, volunteer at my church on a regular basis, and that's where I was. Anyway, I was talking to some of my pastors, and I am abundantly blessed with pastors who know, like, pretty much know my everyday life. So I was talking to them, and they were just like, or a couple of them, and they were like, I think you just need to take a step. Unfortunately, I suffer sometimes with perfectionism and wanting to take the right step at the right time, at the perfect angle, on the right day. Like, I want it to be done right. And that is how I approach a lot of big decisions in life. And that was a big decision for me because it's like, I think I was thinking in my mind, whatever place I walk, whatever step I take, that is the direction I'm stuck walking in forever, when it really wasn't. And I took their advice and took a step. I applied to a new job while I was still at that job because I wasn't getting any hours anyway. I promise I'm not salty, but that's really what the case was. I wasn't getting any hours anyway. I applied to a new job. I got that new job. I was holding on to the old job for a second. I was like, they don't care about me. They don't care about me. I don't even think they know I'm gone. So I officially quit that job and then was continuing to work at the new job. In that new job, I don't even think I was there a year before I was like, man, I'm good. This is not the move. I'm too old for this. I've worked too hard for this. I don't feel like I was on a high horse. Still don't. I wasn't looking down on the place. Still don't. But I worked hard. I went to school for 4.5 years. I got my degree. I paid my dues to be doing something better than working a part-time job. So I was doing that, and I was just like, God, okay, not feeling this. I was in the middle of a task at work, and I looked down and I was like, no. And I think at that moment I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to school, because prior to that, Zach had mentioned like, hey, I kind of think you should, think about going back to school. My mom had mentioned it earlier. I don't know if I said that earlier in this video, but my mom had said that earlier, like, maybe you should go back to school. But what she was suggesting was like business school, and I was just like, even though entrepreneurship, like, that's been my jam before it was even trendy. I'm just like, I want to own my own business. I want to do that. So I was just like, the business school doesn't feel like me, like the thing I should be doing. So kind of disregarded her advice a little bit, but still had it in the back of my mind like, maybe talked to Zach, and this is before we started dating, but definitely liked each other. And he was like, you know, I think you should go back to school. And then I started, and then I talked to someone else at my church, and she was like, have you thought about this? And it seemed like all the directions were pointing like, hey, like flashing like, do this, go that way. And I was like, all right, God, apply it to school. Literally all the doors are open for me. I applied to school late. My GRE scores, because you need them to get your master's, at least in the United States, you need GRE scores to get a master's, was not all that, but I still got accepted. Then I was like, okay, I don't want to work this job anymore. Like, I'm over it, but I'll do it. I'll just work it on, I'll just come back when I can, kind of thing. But I wanted to work on campus, so I talked to one of the advisors about working in the offices, and kid you not, he was like, well, someone just dropped the program, the job is yours. Like, I thought I was walking in for an interview, but it was like, do you want it? It is yours. And I was like, yes. So assistantship pays for tuition. That's what's up. To answer that question, what do you do to get unstuck? The thing that I did was move. I picked a direction and I went in it. I picked the next logical step for me to go into, and I did it. It was a baby step. Like, the first one was a baby step, but that's okay. Just pick a direction and go in it. And for me, like I said, and you'll hear me say it a bunch of times, I'm a Christian, so I believe like God's leading me and guiding me through life. And because of that, I was like, okay, God, but what if I make the wrong decision? What if I step in the wrong direction? And I want to throw out the scripture, though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. And that's Psalm 37, verse 24. God is not looking for me to fail. He's not looking for you to fail. He's not out set against me. He's not out set against you. And I'm talking to myself, and it's just like, he is here for us. He's here for it. He's here for you. And because of that, I knew that, okay, even though it's really difficult for me to do this, I know that if I step out in the wrong direction, God's not just gonna leave me high and dry. He brought me back to this scripture. He's not gonna leave me high and dry. He's gonna lead me, he's gonna guide me, because his dreams are bigger for me than they're for myself. Like, none of these things have been permanent places, because he's leading me to something. He's leading me to something greater, and it's ultimately like, you know, like your life mission. But will you be sensitive to him and what he's saying, and going in the direction that he wants you to start going in? Even if the line curves, it's like, okay, well, you started here, but let's turn you back this way, or let's turn you back this way, or you forgot about this thing, so let's go back this way. That's okay. Just move. Take a step. Go. And that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video. I hope you like the video. I really do. Smash that subscribe button, comment below. Like, if you have questions for me, like, what are those questions? Or how do you feel about the video? Or let's start a discussion. Like, where are you in life? I definitely went through the whole quarter life crisis thing. Did you? If you didn't, that's cool too. But I will see you guys in my next video.